What's up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another review on the channel. One 0 loss to Chelsea. Another disappointing result for Manchester United, unfortunately. It was a game of two halves, literally. I think in the first half we came out and we played really, really well. Second half was a lot different story. And I think you guys will also agree with me on that. I mean, it was just we looked lackluster in that second half, unfortunately, and we just, we allowed Chelsea to get that goal. I still had a bit of hope after the goal, thinking, we've got the talent on that pitch, and we made some subs, brought Fellaini and Martial, and I thought, you know what, Mourinho's being positive about this, we might be able to get that goal, but it wasn't to be. It was unfortunately a 1-0 defeat. Another away defeat to the top 6 sides in the Premier League for Jose Mourinho, which is not good. Hopefully we can change that record. But if you notice by the title, it is explicit. So if I do, swear at any point, I do apologise. But yeah, it's in the title. So if you... So yeah. But yeah, obviously it is 9:08. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be doing this stream, but Skype is open to you guys. My Skype is in the description down below, so if you want to check that out, please feel free. Welcome Ryan, welcome to the stream. Also, if you guys were here for my previous stream, I did a little 4 or 5 minute stream, and then I had to go, which I wasn't foreseeing those circumstances, which I had to leave. So sorry about that, but hopefully I'm now back doing this. But yeah. I really want to hear what you guys have to say on this. Welcome Daryl as well. Welcome to the stream. I really want to hear what you guys have to say, because I was not impressed at all. I thought the first half we were doing all right, but the second half we just didn't turn up. I thought we were lackluster. Our defending was poor, and It's annoying because I thought, I thought with that first half, I thought, you know what, we've got a chance in this game. We could actually finally end the rot of going to Stamford Bridge and losing or whatever, or not winning. And it just wasn't to be. It just wasn't to be tonight. It was just annoying. I thought Fellaini, when he came on, didn't have a great game. He's misplacing passes. He was, he did have probably. One of the biggest opportunities of the match, which is a good save by Courtois, to be honest. But it was annoying. It was annoying. My man of the match from Manchester United's perspective would probably be Chris Smalling. I mean, I'm not sure what you guys think about that. I actually think Chris Smalling played well for us tonight. I thought. Apart from that, there wasn't many players you could have said had a good game. I thought in the first half it was a good team performance, and in the second half, unfortunately, the team didn't show up like I thought they would. Welcome, Cheese. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Ryan said, Daryl, any shows during the international break? Yeah. Oh yeah, we are thinking about doing another big collab during the international break, obviously because. We haven't done one in a while, and also the fact that, the international break is, the international break's a bit boring. It can be a bit boring. So, it'd be good to have a big collab and just assess where we are in the season so far. Tubes says we made an average Chelsea look like Brazil. Yeah, I know. I think, yeah, they were there. I mean, they were there to be had. The defence wasn't even that solid. I thought, we just misplaced passes. We were a bit careless in midfield. I mean, the midfield tonight just wasn't great at all. I will be getting into the Skype calls very soon, Dal. So don't worry about that, guys. I will be telling you when you can Skype in. But yeah. I just want to say a few things first, and then you guys can comment on what I've said and stuff. Ryan says Fellaini was poor around the pitch, but when in the box later on, he did well, winning headers and had a good chance to save. That's the thing with Fellaini. That's what you get. He that's kind of what you get. You get you get like a sort of second dimension, and like it gives you that option when you're going for a goal late on, and you can you know you can lob balls into the box really. But I think it's kind of like you can only have the good bits with the bad bits. You can't have either the good bits or the bad bits, if you know what I mean. So, I think Fellaini, he was a bit nervous coming back, so it was always going to be difficult. Um, but yeah. Um, Cheap says Fellaini gave away 2 balls to Bakayoko, which could have led to more Chelsea goals, but he was our best goal threat. That yeah, it's a good point. I think, I did think he just looked a bit nervous, obviously coming back from injury. I mean, what a game to come back into when we need 2 goals in the last 20 odd minutes. But I thought he wasn't great when he came on. But I mean, he didn't have that much service, and neither did Lukaku. Now, some Man United fans saying that he's not playing well or whatever, or he's just a waste of space. I think, he doesn't really. I think it's a bit hard to say he's a waste of space. I mean, Tubes, you do make a point there saying his hold-up play wasn't great, and it could be a bit better. I do agree, but I think in general, he created that chance for himself in the first half, where maybe if he tried to rely on his curve a bit more, it would have gone in the back of the net. But it was just annoying, because I think with the rights, I thought he'd come to Man United. I think Pogba is a major miss for him more than anything, because when Pogba was in the team, he was free scoring, and because obviously they're friends, Pogba's looking for Lukaku, looking to play him in behind and looking to make chances for him. But we don't have that sort of midfielder in our team. If you look at all the best teams at the moment, Chelsea had Fabregas today, Man City have De Bruyne, and those sort of teams, they have that midfielder who's there to unlock passes. Today, we had Herrera and Matic in the midfield who, no harm to them, but they're not ones to make a deadly pass through the middle of the pitch and play someone in. I mean, I know Herrera can be capable of it, but yeah, I think we desperately need Pogba. And in some ways, it's good that we've got the international break coming up. It's good that we've got the international break coming up, because Jose Mourinho can sit back and talk and just have a look at the strategy and reassess it. And it's not often that we go into it's not often that we go into an international break actually on not great run of form. Usually we go into it on a good run of form, and then we come back after the break, and it's it's annoying. But there you go. Few comments here. Ryan said, I didn't think back three would cope away from home against a big team, and it showed today. Too much space for Chelsea, including that goal. We were very, very hoping. I think that was a problem. I think Jamie Carragher made the point on the analysis that playing this sort of formation, we weren't actually more attacking. We were just more open, and I think. It was a surprise to everyone, because I think a lot of people thought that, Jose Mourinho was going to park his triple-decker bus and we were going to try and get a draw or maybe a win, and maybe that would have been the right strategy today. But I think, you can't have it both ways. You can't be, saying, oh yeah, we should play more attacking, and then we lose, and then say, oh yeah, we should have played more defensive. You can't really have it both ways, But he's. I still trust Jose Mourinho. I think, some fans I've seen are being very, very harsh on him, saying he should leave and stuff, which I really don't think is the right move for him. But, it's annoying that... I really don't agree with people saying that he should go. I kind of think that... I don't know why that you would say that, but there you go. Tube says Lukaku likes having Pogba type as well as having Mata in the hole. Yeah, and I wasn't sure why Mata didn't get included in the squad, to be honest. I wasn't sure why he, but there you go. But yeah, sorry, I was just eating a toasty. Um, Ryan says it looked like Matic didn't want to play. Yeah, I mean, I think you could definitely argue that, to be honest, because Matic was, it wasn't great. I think I was hoping that he could show Chelsea what they were missing, but I mean today, he didn't have that much impact, to be honest. I mean there was a bit at the end where all he had to do was cross the ball in, but he was just he just didn't want to do that. But there you go. Ryan says, I thought it was okay playing a defensive away, but trying to win, not draw. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think, you don't want to try and draw the game. I think I agree that I'd much rather try and go for the win than try and get a draw, but there you go. Due to the team lacked leaders, fight passion, as well as being not quick, alert, professional today. Same problem since 2013. I think that is true because, I think away from home. I mean, I don't know what Louis van Gaal had, but whatever he had, because his record against the top six was really, really strong. Yeah, his record against the top six, Louis van Gaal, was really, really strong. So maybe we should take a leaf out of his book. But I thought, yeah. I mean, as you said there, Tubes, it was second half especially was terrible. I don't know what happened. They just didn't show up, and they only saw any urgency when when suddenly we were faced with the fact that there was only like 10 minutes to go and we needed a goal. I don't know. Hopefully after the international break we don't get any injuries, because I mean that would just be the worst thing if we just got like a bad injury in the international break. Welcome Siraj Minocho, welcome to stream. But yeah, if we got like a really terrible injury just before the international break, that would be shocking. Because that would just hurt our form more. We've got Newcastle when we come back at home, which is a nice game to have. I think a home game, Newcastle. I think that's an alright game to have. But I think yeah. It's. I mean, where do we go from here, lads? Where do we go from here? I think we're, I mean, some people are saying we're out of the title race, and I think, it's easy to say that, Man City are running away with it, which it looks like it. 8 points clear at the top, looking very, very good. Don't have any sign of slowing down. But I honestly still think that the only team has a chance of stopping them is us, really. I think Jose Mourinho. I mean, not if we played like we did today. Welcome Bob Mitchell. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh, goodness me. But yeah. But yeah, guys. Also, if you haven't already, please do leave a like. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to open Skype now, so Daryl, if you want to call in, or anyone else who wants to call in, please do feel free. Right, hold on a second, but... Alright, guys. Daryl is on the call as usual. Welcome back to the channel. Although it's not a very happy welcome back, unfortunately, with the result today. How did you see the game? What did you think happened today?
In the first, we played well, but the second half we just seemed to lack in quality, I feel, and obviously with the goal, as soon as Chelsea scored that goal, we didn't seem to. We seemed to like lack a bit more. We just didn't believe in ourselves. I mean, we had a few chances, but we didn't get really any shots near target, because I looked earlier and we had 10 shots and we only had 2 on target. that is below average. We need to start picking up our game, I think, a bit more.
Yeah, I think so. I think, I agree. I thought the first half we actually came out and we, the way we played was very positive, and I felt positive for the rest of the game. I thought, we could get something out of this, but the second half performance was bordering on shocking. I mean, it was just lackluster, I think, is how I'd sum it up. I thought, we made wayward passes, and it was just, I don't know. I don't actually think it was down to Jose Mourinho. I think the players let him down in some ways. I think the tactics that he deployed weren't too bad. It was just the players just didn't, they just weren't up for it in that second half. I mean, obviously we've lost 1-0, and oh right, Daryl's gone. The call has ended between me and Daryl. I don't know where he's gone, but hopefully he'll come back soon. Ryan says we're in a good position, but too far from City. We are not only 8 points behind, but poor away from. Don't worry about it, Daryl, mate. Don't worry about it, Daryl. But yeah, before
Sorry
you left,
about that.
yeah, no, don't worry. Before you left, I was just about to ask you. Obviously, we're 8 points off City. Do you think the title race is over for us, or do you think we can get back into it?
I would say it's very unlikely that we're going to win title now. I mean, we're 8 points below Man City. 7 points is bad. It's just absolutely awful. We need to think about. We got Newcastle and Brighton. That should be another win. That's at home. 2 home games. Then away to think Watford. 3 games.
Yeah.
Should get some wins out of them, and it's unlikely that we win the title. But you should actually say that our title race isn't over yet. I mean, we start picking up some more wins, and maybe if City's got points, I think that's in Leicester City next. But if they lose one game, then we're back in contention. Tuesday just said I got a call from Jose Mourinho. No, I think we could still chance, but it's going to be very unlikely, I feel.
So I'm just eating. But yeah, I think 8 points is a big gap. And Manchester City are just blowing teams away at the moment. They just don't look like they're going to be stopped. But I do think that they'll have a patch in the season where they will struggle, because every team has a patch where they have 2 or 3 poor results. But I think ultimately we're I think there's still a lot of the season to go, and I think we can claw this back, because if you look in the Premier League history, Leeds of 12 points, 15 points have been clawed back before. So we still have got a chance. It's whether we can make sure we've got our squad stays fit, and we play consistently throughout the rest of the season, because we can't afford too many more slip-ups before we really are out of the title race. But yeah, I mean, obviously going into the international break, not just the fact that we're behind City, it means that because of the results today, all the teams around us have caught up with us. So Chelsea are 1 point behind us.
Tottenham are the same.
Yeah, Tottenham are on the same points. And Liverpool have also gained a few points this week, and are on 19 points. So they're still 4 points behind, but they're still catching up. So it really hasn't gone well for us this week, has it?
No, obviously there's been confusions whether Pogba will play or not. I mean, playing Fellaini, I don't think it was the right decision for him to play him when he's just got back from injury. But I feel we did okay even without Pogba. We've had to play without Pogba for the last few games, but I think playing people who've just come back from injuries, I think it was the wrong decision to do that. Fellaini's not a bad player, but he's just not up to scratch. He wasn't up to scratch in today's game either. And you know, if I was going to say man of the match wise, I'd say Marcus Rashford, because he's I think he was the best player on the pitch. He created a lot of chances. He did well on the ball, and I think he was just one of the greatest players on the pitch today. He was probably the only best player for United. Who did you say you give marks to?
I actually thought that I thought Chris Smalling played quite well for me. But I mean, I do think that Rashford had a decent. He tried very, very hard, and it was very, very hard for him in that game. But yeah, I thought Chris Smalling actually did alright. I think you couldn't really fault him for the goal. I thought he actually did alright. But yeah.
Also, your point earlier, you said injuries with international breaks. I mean, one injury and it could be down. Yes, well, that's why I hate it, because although I enjoy watching England play and try and do well, when players get injured, you're at a real risk, because like less than 2-3 days before your next Premier League game, and obviously we've got Newcastle next. If we slip up, then we'll move to third place. If Spurs get a point out of who they're playing, Arsenal next, I think it's the North London derby. If Tottenham win that, then we're third. And if we don't win, we vitally need. It's a must-win game against Newcastle next. A win, but anything less than that, seriously, I think our title hopes are definitely vanished. Because I know City will beat Leicester as well, so that's the main issue. Because the problem with us at the minute is we've lost today, and all the teams, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, and all them, have won. But not we play. That we get, it depends on what the results are from the other teams.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, yeah, honestly, I mean, after that, it's very hard to kind of dissect what happened really. But yeah, it's the international break does bring up a few problems. With also injuries and things like that. Oh, that's obviously how Fellaini got injured, and that was when he was actually doing quite well and in good form for Manchester United. But hopefully, if we don't get any injuries, hopefully after the international break, Pogba will be fully fit. And I think Pogba's the key for me. I think when Pogba comes back into this team, we will look a lot better, a lot sharper. But yeah, thank you very much for your call, Darryl. Really appreciate it. And thank you very much for watching the stream as well.
Cheers, mate.
And if you want to check out his channel, please do. It does previews and reviews of not just Manchester United, but Middlesbrough and Bayern Munich as well, who also I've actually just realised they beat Borussia Dortmund 1-0 as well, which is not a bad result for them. But yeah.
3-1. It was 3-1.
All right, 3-1. Fair enough.
3-1.
But yeah.
Check my live streams.
Yeah, go give his live streams a watch. But yeah, thank you very much for being on, Darryl. Appreciate it, and hopefully the next time, you're on the show, we'll be in a bit more positive mood.
Are you doing anything for England?
I'm not sure if I will be. I might do like like a kind of debate show where like I'll pick like a topic to debate or whatever instead of doing like a preview or review. But I'm not entirely sure yet. But I'll probably be doing something during the international break. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cheers, mate.
All right. See ya. There you go. There is Daryl, the wisdom of Daryl. And yeah, go check out his live streams if you want to. Tubes, thank you very much for watching, pal. He says, would you be interested? It would be interesting to see what impact Martial would have had on the first half when he was in a positive mood. I think that's, yeah, you know, it's a debate. You know, the Martial or Rashford. Do you start Martial? Do you start Rashford? I think, to be honest, Martial would have. You know, I think Martial and Lukaku might be a better front two than Rashford, because I think Rashford is actually probably a better wide player than Martial. I think Martial, for me, is much more suited when he's playing down the middle, running at the back four and getting in behind. And obviously in the first season, that's where he played under Louis van Gaal. But obviously this season. He under Jose Mourinho has been playing more out wide, and so he hasn't had the same impact. But there you go. Shoes says De Gea played well again, kept the score to 1-0. I thought he did play well, and you know sometimes I feel sorry for him because he does all he can. But I mean the header today no keeper in world football would have been able to save that. So you know it was unlucky for him. I got the power heat inside of myself. But yeah, it was annoying. It was an annoying performance overall. But I think I mean, you know, I'm not sure how you can't really take many positives out of that game. There's there's no redeeming factors out of that game. You know, the first half, I think if we play like that, if we play like that first half in every game we play, there won't be many teams who will be able to beat us. So I think we can take that. You know, I think we can take that first half into every game that we play and start that way and continue playing that way. I think we'll be fine. Chief says Martial and Rashford together would be special. It would be. You know, we've been playing a front three. We played a front three, and that was the first time. Where we saw Rashford and Martial on the pitch at the same time in the Premier League, I think, because I think in the Capital One Cup they've been on the pitch at the same time. But ultimately, they are a very, very good partnership. And some people saying we should play a front three of Lukaku with Martial on the left and Rashford on the right, and I think that could be really deadly. But I think Lukaku does need someone. You know, I think a supporting player. You know, a supporting player, you know, in the, you know, a supporting player next to him, like a front two with Lukaku, because he's really, you know, he's only used to playing on his own. Really, if you look at what he did at Everton, he, you know, he was always up front on his own. So, yeah. Welcome, Asian Gamer. Welcome to the stream, pal. How are you doing? He says he's recording a match reaction tomorrow. Go check that out. And if you want his diss track, go check out as well. Subscribe to his channel. And Tubes, I agree. He says we need goals, we need chances, and we need that player who can unlock defenses, put balls over the top, because people are not. It's almost like the midfielder are afraid to do that. They're afraid to look over the top. They're afraid to, you know, look for balls in behind. You know, we're just kind of playing it around the box, and we're not penetrating. And when we are, we're not making use of it. But it's annoying. It's just, you know, we start off so well, and there's so much promise for the season ahead, and now we find ourselves 8 points behind the leaders. It's weird to think that before the last international break, we had just beaten Crystal Palace 4-0, and we were like joint top of the table or something like that. And now we're now second in the league still, but we're now 8 points behind. I don't know how that's happened. It's just in between, with the games that we played, the games that we played in between these 2 international breaks, it's been a bad little session of games, if you know what I mean. From international break to international break, it's been a bad session. We started off with the draw at Anfield, then the loss at Huddersfield, and then we beat Tottenham, and then we obviously lose today, which is 4 points in 4 games, which is not good enough. And as you said, Tubes, 2 goals in 4 games as well isn't good enough for Manchester United standards, even though we had 3 quite tough games. So it ended up that we got 4 points out of the games that we actually got points out of were the 3 more tougher games. But Asian Gamer thinks the title's done. Yeah, I was just talking to Daryl a second ago. He said that. I think he said it was unlikely as well, and I think it's very easy to be very negative. And I know after this kind of performance, it's very hard to be positive. But I just think that I don't want to lose hope this early. I feel like I still have a bit of hope for this team. I still have a bit of hope. But yeah, mate. I saw, in fact, I was watching the United stands. Some people were saying that, possibly it might be time to focus on Europe, which I don't think is right. But some fans are starting to think, maybe we should try and go for the Champions League. But there you go. But guys, I am going to end the stream now. I know it's not the kind of hour-long streams that you guys are used to, but obviously it's not a great result. It's not brilliant, and hopefully, obviously we've got the international break, and I will be trying to do little shows in between. Obviously, I'll